I'm going to talk about stressful TV shows or movies. So, something that I realize is that certain things, if I watch them, they'll make me feel anxious. And I know I actually read something that said that one of the reasons that scary movies and scary books and roller coasters and just fictitious experiences that can be scary or thrilling, one of the main reasons that these things scare us is because our subconscious doesn't separate between fantasy and reality. So when you are on a roller coaster, or when you are watching a scary movie, or you're playing a game like Dead Space or something, or Silent Hill, your, the part of your brain you're aware of is like, this isn't really happening to me. It's fun, it's fake, it's not happening. But your subconscious keeps you alive. So it's like either a situation is dangerous or it's not. And so once it recognizes these elements of danger, it becomes alarmed. And it's like, danger, danger. And that's why, like, when we watch scary movies, we get scared, even though it's not really real and it's not really dangerous for us. That part of your body, a part of your mind, thinks it's real. So I can't remember where I read that, but I think it's like really interesting. But I wanted to talk about stressful entertainment. I used to watch The Walking Dead, like for real, like from episode 1 until last year. Yeah, like I was a diehard Walking Dead fan, like me and my family. Like we were obsessed with The Walking Dead. Every Sunday, in the fall and the winter, that's what we were watching. But I stopped watching it. I just stopped. Now it's still one of the best shows in my opinion. I've always loved zombies. So like ever since I saw Michael Jackson's Thriller as a little kid and dressed up as a zombie in first grade instead of dressing as a Disney princess, but I've loved zombies. So The Walking Dead was right up my alley. So, and I still think it's a well acted show, and it's a very original show. But it became too stressful for me, so I stopped watching it. I remember the last episode I watched was the one, the one with Negan bashing at somebody's head, and it was the premiere. It was season 7 premiere, and they finally revealed who it was that he killed, and it was just too much for me. I mean, yeah, I've watched more violent stuff than that, and I know violence occurs in real life, but it was like, after watching that episode, I was like, this show is not a zombie show anymore. And I mean, granted, The Walking Dead was always more about the people than it was the zombies. It was about how these regular people deal with a zombie apocalypse. But I feel like it always kind of sort of would tie into the zombies. Maybe they are running out of supplies and they have to go make a run. Ooh, zombies. Or like when they were at the prison and that sickness came around. So now all of a sudden people are getting sick and turning into zombies in the prison. So it was always something. They would have their regular stress and then their zombie stress. But I feel like once Negan entered the picture, it's not about zombies at all anymore. And I remember, like, even at the end of the episode, they showed the zombies coming to, like, I guess lick the blood up off the ground. But it was just like, they kind of just threw the zombies at the end of the episode. It kind of reminds me of the last season of That's So Raven. Or the last couple of seasons, how, like, it wasn't even about her visions anymore. And sometimes she randomly just have a vision at the end of the episode just so they could throw it in there. Because it wasn't about her visions. It was just about her relationships, her friendships. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that was too stressful for me. And it became like a serial killer show, in my opinion. And I don't really like serial killer stuff. Not really. I mean, I still think it's a well acted show. I still think the seasons I watched were good. I wish it would get more awards than it's gotten. It has wonderful actors. And they make it seem like they're really going through this stuff. So I still think it's a good show, but it's too stressful for me. And I wonder how many other people consume entertainment in whatever form you do, and it stresses you out. So, yeah, I think it's good to be mindful of what you consume, whether it's music, movies, books, video games, um, even sports. And just think about, is it adding to your stress or is it adding to your happiness? And if it's adding to your stress, then it's no longer entertainment. That's how The Walking Dead was for me. It was stressful. Watching him, like, realizing he killing somebody and it's a character that you've grown attached to. It's like, this is too much. And especially since the end of season 6 was that first person point of view, that was too much. Like, I know some people still watch it, but that was just too stressful for me. And it's like, this is no longer entertaining to me. This is just like stressful, you know? And I think like any show, like I said, any form of entertainment, if it starts to stress you out, you may not even realize it's stress. Like if it just makes you mad. Like I remember all those people that watched Lost and what happened at the end of the series. I remember people saying, man, I watched this show for all these years for this, so yeah, if stuff like that starts to make you mad, stop consuming it. Like, consume entertainment that you enjoy, because it's supposed to make you happy. It's supposed to give you a break from your real life, and just be a part of something creative someone made up. But it should not be adding to your stress. So, especially I think people with anxiety, yeah, like if you feel like you're consuming something that's stressing you out, stop consuming it or take a break from it. That's my recommendation. And once again, have a wonderful day.